min be nata jalla min musol ani luntangol min be nata mo be tolo mbar mbal konton bari Ibrahima Touré min nga suute ñing koy ma min be sirin ni aje manyina te tolam fanga dingo mu Ibrahima Touré ta hayna lori min bata mandina be konton na Ibrahima alama ala en sawo kenye ntalla osida wo mu minti anin na bata ko wolo na yim farolti na yim farol biri wayeto fo tendato jang fo jaanyangoto fa nakita mandina rinna ko en batandi bakel ntolbe ko kuto mbe de mar nyino mbol de maro nyino nta fa o kundingo saru laminna BBC yemma ko idala se wuli tan ataranga nyochaati momo kemelu mbe na jambandi songo mira la munambo jola no la bandole ma soto no manyo mutakula BBC wo man fo nyi jamme bo jankoma anin Abdou Sawa be yomal kiyama ala male la kira diala woni nyi lamni sambunyo di bebe wala kono inata mako idala se wuli tanto ya dinna inata na imbalan kan wadada ko ya wamo ya betinya kutir fana woli fana ye o sifale ka kajo min tambita wultani lula woli fana ta wamo ya betinya lamini sambula lulato ya le malo lolu lamini sambuni ndaba jango be nyola babalan kan wadada wamo ba kuntula do luwolun wato wata bakan kabola fo bereto do kute woto saim fa o farol betinya ta for kanaki mandina rin kan na suput ya rabbi ya rabana aliyen na min kende on sewo tala kamun tan fe ko fanka aliyem na balankan ulbele da bifam luwolun ninga tuto ken ka ko faso man batar wa mo bulata ko no ba lamin musol be to yala ani luntangol min nate be to yala lamin BBC ila demaro to yala min farambe nata Umar Touré na la molum bal kontonna al welcome
momin bebe siri njambe mo be kontonna namira ni lapta fula min ya tinna nyinketa bi nsa fono le because mba fo wato le kono dunia be kono sakoni nata ntola Gambia idunta Gambia inata folla meng ntolbe bata bale kono de mine o bata lankan wala nyindi ka fu mi climate change dum nali amoy tubabol ko climate change kuma fulalo mbod akono fanuta bakele sangol to minuka kenum wolle falinta a falinta nyaadi le do ka fo jamme silla BDC la ciamano yala karamongo jo janneto kodi wayata nyim banko mimbija banko nyimbe betiaring apoto be betiaring tanawo tanama suto abe kerearing ye fengo fen fije aka betia yo bar birin climate change nata ay wala tinyanye mba folo la dami wala nin sama kita jomin kabonan suwo kono climate change anim fangol la behaviors na attitude wo fanan include the climate change kan more damage tinyaro gena jawyata mine wo sabu mol kam balito fay jiol kono kabonan nin sama be kela e kam balitol fay jio kono akanan tolla faro kono be kana stock ina rice plots akana abe kana sakin na farol kono ninga do fengo do abuka betiano wo kamala jio kana ninga mano do jio bonan suo kono ayna ayesen na mano kono anim balitol ay mano be tinyanga mindo so wo samala o falim wo wole dunia sula bi so bira dunia sula andum bi mulunnati kanyin kol jura lungo minna yelamen tomboy ko prisina la men janka jibe intol nyanta mine kela ntole anin tol nyanta mine panankela kadu nyimu buludu nyolol mandang su kono jiola de min ka bonang su kono anim balitoli kamin fay jio kono kanan na farol kono woyen tora bak ning agriculture bijang wala NEA alsa kalamuta wo nyama bigo nyundo nyante bulo dunna nyobulu purka hada madingol tanka wala kan sembentia wala kam makoy agriculture ining NEA alsa longon tola nyin lame nyim berbero min bebi jang ji bulo le bije min non ko jibori ba katam bulo lom mol nin sama kete lam balitol be kata trakitol ka jurma wolle ko na fe ay na farobe nondi abe tikita farobe tikita so tol kam min soto jang in terms of productivity mbuka soto wala nyinti ninga fi fengo fi na falinta nyanta min soto leje mbuka soto because banko nyimman kengo soto banko nyin duma capital bije jinol bije nyim busol bije ne fengo fen fi abukata no duma o bebe tolla nyim faro kono so bi lungala kumaya kama ndengaje ko ning alien tol makoy kudo fana bije min mu nyimbat bajio ko nga fo climate change ko nga fo nyami ya ni su ko no jobe tata borta adunta ba ko no fo ba fata tep nim ba fa bina muruna na ni wo jio min tata ja ni wole kana murun sa ni ayo jio muruna na tambin na balanka ko lanka minu dada sango sang luolu tiliwo tili karwo kari jio ba kuntula abe dunda ninga mano do ku foni mano tata na mota jio na sengje ay mano be boy na mano be la jio ko na be tinya womu bata kuda ba kata wote mimbenka ninga patato sene tilkando ko ni wamo nata wamo ya stade fi abedami fang abedami bi wamo fa nama suta wamo wala ka jawya tilbula tati VDC nge mako janne nga kodo di la pour balanka onyika bar jiboro na ni sama ba kon jionata balanka sambate nga be keten do e bonan so kon woya keten aka e kamin ika kurundumin kamina betula wodo fembuka tuwodo balankan ka kundu so nin ko jonata e dum nim su kono jonata betinya mbalitol nin kutango wol dati je so say agriculture ni en tolbe wo sila pour alien makoy alse makoy no nyaadile nyim mbalitol min ka fay jokono akana na jang akam batandile kabo nyim wayeto jang kata fo mandinarin kak jam do fara bulote min lonko ndol baluta nyim fara bulol le tunu woto mon tol buka mano sang tol alfal buka mano sang
mbe nalal be kontonna anum be tentula farela ning hakli ni makang ka ning World Soil Day ka a celebrate lamin diamula do ya fojang ako ndela karamo ka dronu janeto woda ndefa nim konko e muta suo kono nim boro kana janeto nganyal ka soto nu jang mindikol ka soto jang ko situl ka soto nu jang fangu be ka soto nu nya be ka bo banko le kodo bar bi ni ajibe wol bu ka soto no ba ngamela la min sambe do man nim fojele tinyal ning climate change kasaro min ke jang amanke ko al hawa da malge afango tinyade ndol hadama dungol fonka al hawa tinyale andu wo tinyaro lamin sambe do fo jande ka dinol ni plastic bagol ni beka na nyim faro kono jang nde famata nyim faro kono to nyalo ndem famata jamba binata jang aketa nye sew ku bat because nga reflection se soto je ndindi ma nka minke nun jang ani jambe nu nyamen sa nga mantara titi woto minu bebe kapuri nyola ning institutions UN FAO agriculture minu be aning environment minu bebe kapuri nyola pour kan na al hawa tanka kaning the fight against climate change e ba promote kan mbebe jaila mbe tentula mbatandile ko albe kato minna akan tolle aka impact tolle kan directly the common people ordinarily demar no manke celebration o damati celebration o kola fa demar no alnal sakenye no lamin jang aben kontan lale.
I would like to recognize the presence of the host, Mr. Jame Bojang, the chair of the VDC, and the community of Lamin for hosting us. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the community women's leader, Madam Jola Baji, and all community members, the regional director for West Coast region, Mr. Mustafa Drame, who is representing the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, and the Director General, Department of Agriculture. The Director, Soil and Water Management Services, the Coordinator, the Soil Solution, Ibrahim Majera, the Scout Marching Band, members of the press and print media, my colleagues from FAO and the United Nations. I salute you all on behalf of the country representative of FAO, Ms. Shibu Rampedi, who could not be with us this morning. FAO joined hands with the government of the Gambia, the Ministry of Agriculture, the Soil and Water Management Services, the Soil Solution, the community of Lamin, and with funding from the Global Environmental Fund, GEF, who it was possible to make this event a reality. I would like to say that on behalf of FAO and the United Nations family, that it gives us great pleasure and privilege to participate in this year's World Soil Day celebration. World Soil Day is observed every year, like the MC rightly said, on the 5th day of December. And this year it was commemorated at the headquarters of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations and in more than 100 countries around the world. The theme for this year's celebration, as is clearly stated, Halt Soil Salinization, Boost Soil Productivity. On this day, let us reflect on the importance of soil as one of the Earth's most important natural resources. A natural resource that supports human food production systems, one that supports the cultivation of vegetation for animal feed, for fiber and fuel, and has the potential to help combat and mitigate climate change. Soil is also a rich and complex ecosystem, accommodating huge biodiversity. Therefore, the importance of soil on life is infinite. Ladies and gentlemen, on this day, let us join hands to impart in people knowledge about the importance of soil and its functions. Let us reach out to people who work on the soil, people who cultivate the soil. Let us reach out to them with information on how to protect the soil and how to boost soil productivity. Soil salinization is an important topic to discuss on this day. And this has, in fact, been proven by the statements made by the previous speakers. This is because in the world, soil salinization takes out of production 1.5 million hectares of farmland every year. Currently, almost 10% of the earth is under salt-affected soils. Globally, the annual loss in agricultural productivity caused by salinization is estimated at $31 million annually. Salinization is a major soil degradation process that threatens ecosystems and is recognized as being among the most important problems at the global level for agricultural production, food security and sustainability, especially in the arid and semi-arid regions. In the Gambia, more than 100,000 hectares of land is prone to seasonal levels of salinity that affects plant growth and reduce soil productivity.
As it was previously mentioned by the previous speakers, World Soil Day is observed around the globe every 5th of December. The UN General Assembly has declared this day as a global awareness-raising platform on the importance of healthy soil and to advocate for the sustainable management of the soil resources. This year's celebration in the Gambia could not hold on the 5th December because it coincided with the presidential election. The global theme for this year's celebration is Halt Salt Salinization, Boost Soil Productivity, which aims to raise awareness of the importance of maintaining healthy ecosystems and human well-being by addressing the growing challenges in the soil management, fighting soil salinization, increasing soil awareness, and encouraging societies to improve soil health. Soil salinization and solidification are major soil degradation problems, threatening ecosystem, and are recognized as being among the most important problems at global level for agricultural production, food security, and sustainability in arid and semi-arid regions. It is estimated that there are more than 833 million hectares of salt-affected soils around the globe, about 8.7% of the planet, and the annual loss in agricultural productivity caused by salinization is estimated to be $31 million US. These are records from FAO, and that was alluded to by the former speaker, Dr. Mustafa Cissé. The Gambia, like many Saharan African countries, suffered greatly from rapid soil degradation, such as soil erosion, soil acidity, and soil salinization. Many farmers in the Gambia have abandoned their farmlands in the lowland rice-growing ecologies due to soil salinity. Not only rice-growing areas, but even some gardens now in this country are abandoned because of salt erosion, intrusion. These land degradation problems necessitated the establishment of Soil and Water Management Services Unit of the Department of Agriculture by an Act of Parliament in 1978 for providing technical support in halting and reversing degraded agricultural soils and the environment in putting in place a sound, sustainable agricultural water management practices in the Gambia for optimal crop production.
I am honored on top of the world to stand here in this grave event to give this wonderful statement regarding whole soil salinization, boost soil productivity. Ladies and gentlemen, soil can be salty. Salts are naturally present in soils and also in water, and they move freely in the soil. Naturally, saline soils may support rich ecosystems, but natural processes such as drought and human activities, especially improper irrigation, can increase how many salts are in the soil, a process that is called soil salinization. The former speakers have mentioned it here, that in those days, in the country, we don't have problems of salt in some parts of the country. But these are some of the processes that causes the intrusion of salt or the widening of salt affected soils into our country. They are both natural and then human activities. I would also want to recognize the support from FAO, who are the main funders to this event, the Global Environment Facility, and also the Department of Agriculture through the Director General's Office. Salt-affected soils also decrease the ability of soil to act as a buffer and filter against pollutants. It also reduces both the ability of crops to take up water and the availability of micronutrients. Saline soils also concentrate ions that are toxic to plants and may degrade our soil structure. This year's World Soil Day is on the theme Whole Soil Salinization Boost Soil Productivity, and it is recognized every 5th of December from around the world. But this year, due to the presidential election that was on the 4th of December, we have rescheduled this event for this day so that it will not interfere with our election processes. Every 5th of December is a campaign date that aims at raising awareness, as former speakers have said, on the importance of maintaining healthy ecosystems and human well-being by addressing the growing challenges in soil management, fighting soil salinization, increasing soil awareness, and encouraging societies to improve soil health.
I'm Mr. Ibrahim Toure, Principal Soil and Water Management Officer, Department of Agriculture. The directors should be the one who's supposed to close this ceremony, but because he is on annual leave, he could not be here. I must acknowledge the presence of Deputy FAO Rep, Control Rep, Dr. Mustafa Sise, the Regional Director, Mustafa Drame, who is representing the Director General of Agriculture. I must acknowledge the presence of the VDC Chairman, Mr. Jame, and all the media. I would like to start my closing remark by thanking all the participants who are here present and who come from different institutions and who spare their precious time to celebrate this international event with us. We are most grateful to the Lamen VDC. They have taken a key role since the first day that we met them, and then we explained that to them that we want to host this event to their rice field. They were very welcoming, and they really help us a lot, so we must thank them. They are very cooperative. They are very supportive. Today's event has been achieved, and this could not have happened without all of you honoring our invitations from different institutions, from different sectors. The objectives of World Soil Day is to raise awareness on the importance of healthy soil and to advocate for the sustainable management of these resources. This is because soil is the most important natural resources that contain the necessary ingredients to support the growth of plants. If the soil is porous, if the soil nutrient is not good, you forget about it. Your plants will not grow and they will not get the yield that you want. So we all must come together to ensure that our soil is sustainably managed so that we can get what we want from our farmlands. This awareness creation and sustainable management of the resources should be a collective responsibility of all players, including government institutions, that is soil and water management, national agricultural research institutes, and other government institutions who have a stake in soil resource management. NGOs like Soil Solution and other NGOs who also work with farmers, we also should come together. UN agencies like FAO and other UN bodies who also have a stake in soil resource management. And of course, our farmers, we all must join hands together to ensure that we protect our soil. We protect these important natural resources. The global theme for this year's celebration, Halt Soil Salinization, Boost Soil Productivity, is one of the major degradation problems affecting our farmers in the Gambia, especially in the lowland rice growing areas. It's not only West Coast region, but you go to LRR, you go to North Bank, you go to URL, all regions are affected by soil salinization. And it's encouraging into the farmlands. It's making farmers to abandon their fields. So we all must join hands to ensure that we come with strategic measures of how to reduce this adverse impact. Of course, as I've mentioned earlier, this resulted to many farms being abandoned by farmers, which further affect the attainment of household food self-sufficiency. Therefore, I will encourage the government, the projects, the donor agencies to salvage our farmers whose farmlands have been degraded and taken over by salinity, and incorporate sustainable soil management practices into our farming activities.